Oi, oi, alright, how's it going? I'm Grant, you're you, and this is Doodle Review, the channel that hops from genre to genre on the daily. Pretty much every day we're taking on a new album in a different style. We're here to give you our thoughts on music you love, and hopefully turn you on to something you don't yet know that you love. If that sounds up your street, do yourself a favour and subscribe. Today we're talking about the amazing Jorja Smith. Jorja Smith is a pop, garage and R&B singer-songwriter from Walsall in the Midlands of the UK. Falling or Flying is her third, I think, album following 2018's Lost and Found and 2021's Be Right Back. Smith has a fantastic voice that is just one of those triple threats. Her voice can be deep and soulful, melodic and powerful in that mid-range, and then to top it off, kind of sweet and ethereal at the high end. Having that sort of range is almost a minimum requirement for, I guess, a vocalist in this sort of genre, but what sets Smith apart is that at each of those levels she can deliver with real power. It doesn't give out in a certain register. As a result, Smith kind of has her pick of styles and genres when it comes to releasing music, and this is evident when you look at the extensive list of songs she's featured on outside of her own material. It was one of these such features that caught my attention the first time, which was her single On My Mind, a collaboration with Predator from 2017. It was a perfect throwback to the UK garage genre, and Smith the perfect vocalist for it. Since then, I've always found myself a tiny bit disappointed this string to her bow is mostly neglected on her own records. Luckily, the warmer, more stripped back R&B of Lost and Found, or the sparse and slightly mournful Be Right Back, does more than make up for this, and occasionally we do get a little flavour of that throwback garage sound just under the surface. We're actually treated to one such moment on this new record. Little Things at first gives off a bit of a Latin energy in its fast-paced beat, piano touches and bouncy bass line, but it really carries the spirit of garage, with Jorja's voice just perfectly matching it in both in the lead and the backing vocals. And if you didn't catch the low-key garage vibes in the main body of the song, the deep wobbly synth outro lets you know for real. This dynamic and vibrant track is actually quite representative of the first half of Falling or Flying. Prior to that garage winking Little Things, we get a beautifully performed dark shuffle-based R&B tune, and Try Me, which is one of my favourites. Try Me starts the record off with this captivating, sparkling percussion that reminds me of the last Ibeyi album, Spell 31, on which Jorja Smith featured, and then brings in this awesome, what sounds like a bass line but could be a guitar. Smith then introduces an epic chorus hook on top of this already blindingly good instrumental setup. We even get some slow jam dancehall on the track Feelings, which, while normally not my thing, kind of provides a different energy that all adds to this stylistically dynamic first half. It even features J Hus, who lyrically seems to be on his best behaviour, but also demonstrates great chemistry with Smith. The title track, Falling or Flying, slows things down a bit. It actually runs the risk of losing me, but after this very long build up, the chorus is just perfect. It's a melody that engulfs you and you just want it to last longer. Marking the midpoint of the album, we then get Go Go Go, with its acoustic guitars that almost feel like they're set to break into an Olivia Rodrigo-esque power pop crossover. It stops just short of this, instead opting to keep the song within the Jorja Smith wheelhouse by not overproducing anything. The song keeps it instrumentally very light with just an acoustic guitar and drum, but the energy is punchy and uplifting and really stands out against the rest of the material here. After this point though, Falling or Flying mainly continues down the same stylistic track as Be Right Back. It's got a stark, spacious moodiness about it, and while this second half is only about as long as Be Right Back at 8 tracks, these tracks coming at the end of what up until now has been an engaging and quite high energy first half just ends up feeling like a bit of a drag as a result. Don't get me wrong, Jorja Smith is a star throughout. I love the gospel tinge of Greatest Gift and her performance on the closer, What If My Heart Beat Faster. That's particularly stellar. I just feel as though some stricter editing of the track list with some of the energy of the first half maybe scattered across the entirety of the album could have made for a stronger listen overall. I'd give this a 6/9. Right, that's enough of me chatting faff about the record. The important thing is, what did you think? Have you heard this? Are you a Jorja stan? Am I on the money here or not? Let me know in the comments. Show some love, share some thoughts, or just hurl some abuse. And if you've made it this far, you know, don't be shy, don't be coy, stop messing about and just hit subscribe. We've got so many more album reviews coming your way that you're going to love. We've got Saturday specials and Sunday Jazz Club. I'll see you there for one of those or in the next video. Take care. Cheers, mate. Bye.